Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to be playing with AMBT, which is, how to say this, far away from being the best tank in the world of tanks. I can tell you that much. At this point in time, this tank is on sale. As per usual, you can get a new offers once in a week, and oh man, I personally hate this tank with a burning passion. I think that paying 18,000 gold for this tank, some 5x experience, and whatever else, I think this is criminal. I think this is so much overpriced, it's not even funny, and even paying 8,700 gold at this point in time is quite expensive, at least in my opinion. Now, we will talk about this tank quite a bit, but first of all, let's try to figure out how the armor is looking like, and you can find all of this information in the index page. Keep this in mind. But the most important thing, at the first glance, armor is looking okay. Whenever you are playing hold down, it feels quite fine and quite good until it doesn't. Now, whenever you are showcasing your upper hull, you are getting penetrated just like so. Because if someone is hitting you into the upper hull, it is ricocheting over there into your neck. So yeah, in theory, it looks like the tank has very good slopes, but that means you shoot it here and chooksht, you are getting penetrated straight into the neck. Keep this in mind. Now, that being said, that is half of the trouble. There is way more bad things about this tank, at least in my opinion. Let's start everything from the most important thing, the gun. Gun handling of this tank is awful. I don't know many medium tanks which would make me hate the game to this level that this tank does. It is absolutely disgusting. So the gun is bad, we figured this out, right? Okay, fair play. What else does this tank has to offer? Okay, it has an auto reloader. That's great and that is amazing. Very, very nice. The DPM of this auto reloader is awful. All you have burst fire and that's it. Pretty much that's it. So to cap everything up, you need to play aggressively in order to make the gun work. You have a good burst of fire, but your DPM is awful. And your armor is far away from being decent or excellent or something. Combination of those things does make this tank pretty annoying to play with. Nevertheless, it is rated 3 stars in the index page, and I think this is where it should be. This is where this tank belongs. But once again, I just really want to highlight that it's far away from being the best tank in the world of tanks, okay? So, if you think that, oh my bananas, this is awesome opportunity to get a good tank for gold, it isn't. It isn't, fellas. At least that's what I believe. It is not the tank that I would be super excited to play with, or it is not the tank that I would recommend for pretty much anyone. Now, not everything is that bad and not everything is so horrible. You need to keep in mind that this tank has pretty good penetration with the gold rounds, right? So looking into the standard ammunition, you have 360 alpha damage, 215 millimeters of penetration, and 1.2 shell velocity. But if you will load gold, you will have 279 millimeters of penetration, which is absolutely insane. It is a very, very, very good penetration for a medium tank, like insanely good penetration, right? Keep this in mind. So that is kind of a selling point, but look at this gun handling. How bad that looks like and how bad it feels like. Pretty awful, if you would ask me. That feels pretty awful, folks. But once again, we are trying to be patient. We are going to be okay. We will survive. With a gold ammunition, once again, like I said before, it feels definitely significantly better. That is a fact, and that is the highlight of this vehicle. But once again, DPM of this tank is also... it's kind of laughable, you know? And where the sniping abilities goes, you don't really want to be sniping with this vehicle so much, if you know what I mean. You want to be aggressive, you want to play simply aggressively with this vehicle in order to get any use whatsoever. At least this is how I look into all of this. If you want to be successful with this tank, sniping is not the right play for this vehicle. That's a fact, fellas. That is a fact. Yeah, good luck hitting shots like this, I guess. You see what I'm talking about? Hopefully it makes sense. It's definitely not a Leopard of the tanks. I can guarantee you that. But once again, we are being patient. We will try to do everything what we physically and possibly can. And we will just simply do our best. Now, I will show how this tank feels like whenever you are going full premium rounds mode, right? And I can promise you that it will feel a bit better. But once again, it's just not the tank which I would recommend for beginner by any shape or any form. Not beginner-friendly tank. It is not the tank I would recommend for folks who are not willing to shoot the gold ammunition, because you will just simply be straight up disappointed with it, which is going to be just sad, if you know what I mean. And this is not the tank which I would recommend for players that are getting easily frustrated with World of Tanks, right? What do I mean by saying that? Let's say if the gun is treating you badly and you are missing the shot and you are getting angry easily, this is not the tank for you. I can guarantee you that. This is not the tank for you. That being said, we have the last in the mag, but I don't really care about that. I am just going and loading the full proper ammunition for this tank, because for me, in order to make this tank work, at least that's what I think. You can get a heart attack. In order to make this tank work, at least in my personal opinion, you just need to go full golden APCRs or premium APCRs or special APCRs, call it however you want to, right? So this is the tank, fellas. This is the tank. And I forgot to mention that how slow it feels like, and keep this in mind, we have experimental turbo. It feels like a third. So the whole idea, I think, from our gaming side was to make the better version of the Progetto, maybe? With more armor, but tiny touch wars gun. But in the end of the day, whatever they have made an awful mother trucking tank over there. At least this is how I feel about it. I feel like it is just no bueno. Anyways, we are trying to do everything what we physically and possibly can, and as you can see, it is very, very slow for a medium tank. It truly is. It truly is. If you would compare it to the heavy tank, sure, I mean, it is faster than your typical heavy, but for a medium tank standards, it is just simply awful. Anyways, now this is the beauty of this tank. Whenever you have found the mother trucker who is making a mistake, you are just simply getting closer and you are burst. You know, you did 1000 damage and then you are relocating wherever. But this is a perfect case scenario, and perfect case scenario doesn't happen too often. I really want to highlight this, fellas. I really want to highlight this. Perfect case scenarios do not happen too often, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see. Can we find the angle to punish this gentleman? This is the question. Most likely we can't, but we will try nevertheless. And moment of truth. Do we have a good enough angle to say hello for him? Oh, Mr. Igor, you made our day. Thank you very much, Igor. Now, for our next game, I will start the things a bit differently, and I will start everything with premium rounds or premium APCRs or golden APCRs. I think that the visible is going to be quite different, and I remember when this tank came into the game, I hated it very much. I pumped this tank with the best equipment that I physically and possibly could have. And then the tank became tiny touch better, and obviously with a full APCR spam as well, right? Let's not forget that. Okay, beautiful. 3,000 damage, 1,300 assisting damage. We definitely cannot complain about that. Thank you very much. We are second by experience, we are third by the damage, and we got 176,000 profits, although keep this in mind that most profits are coming from the pet, from the battle bonus that clan is running, holiday ops bonus, what plus. Without all of this, we would be making like 65,000, right? So 100,000 less or so. I think this is very important thing to highlight. Anyways, one more thing to say. I am playing, whenever I'm doing YouTube videos, usually I'm trying to play with the standard equipment. So everyone can afford it and everyone can see how it feels like and how it looks like. I think it is important thing to say. Okay, Ruinberg standard battle. Let's see what we can do. This is going to be an interesting one. I would I would consider to go to the heavy line, but I think this is not the right choice. I think the best choice is to play over there and just to try to punish mother truckers that are going to make some silly goose decisions, and maybe to snipe over there if we have a chance to do so, right? It is very important thing to say. Also, you just saw the difference between T69 and between us going up front, and you can see T69 feels like it is significantly faster mother trucker than this vehicle is. And to be fair with you, it is definitely the case. Meanwhile, what we want to see Progetto making some silly goose decisions. Oh, my bananas. Okay, T69, okay. Now, you will see something else. You will see the moment whenever we don't care and the moment whenever we are saying, you want to play dirty? Come and play dirty. How are you doing? Having fun? Yes. How that bounced. Oh, that was disgusting. Okay, nevertheless, we got MTV. He thought that proxy spotting is a good idea. Clearly, we showcased that he's far away from this, right? Good. That wasn't the smartest decision from his side, and we proved that to him. Beautiful. Now let's try to punish this the sniper schnitzel from the back. We are okay. Now, this is where the DPM is showcasing its colors and how bad it can feel like. Whenever you unloaded your mag fully, you are reloading for like 14 seconds or something like that in order to get 360 alpha damage round. This is laughable. This is not good, fellas. This is not good. If you are shooting one by one, you are reloading 10 seconds for 360, and it's also not very great, and it's not very beneficial, to be completely honest with you. It's just not good. What do you want me to say? It is just not good, folks. It is just not good. Anyways, nevertheless, let's try to have a decent enough angle to work on the mother truckers playing over there. That's all we need for a full happiness. We want to see enemies making some silly goose mistakes. That's all we need for a full happiness. Okay, sniping. Good luck sniping with this tank. Have fun. We managed to hit the shot. That is impressive. And now I don't want to go to the deep reload. I don't really feel like it is going to be a great idea. How about if we would try to find a decent enough angle to the cow? You see what I'm saying? How frustrating it is to play with this vehicle. Do you see what I'm talking about? You are slow. Your gun handling is awful. It is a pure frustration. And this is me spamming the full premium rounds. You know, it's not like I am shooting, it's not like I'm being a cheap mother trucker and I am not using the extra rations or using only standard ammunition or something like that. No, we are going full balls in, if you know what I mean. So yeah, absolutely crazy. Crazy, fellas. Definitely crazy. Now, this is going to be where this tank thrives. You see Stredixa? He is having a great time. Let's make sure he will enjoy himself. So now, we are slapping him once. We are slapping him twice. And we are slapping him 3 times. That is completely fine. That is okay. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe he will finish us off if he is lucky enough. Will he? No, he didn't. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Very nice. Those short bursts are the best thing about this tank. You are getting very close, you are unloading your magazine, and you are going to the garage. This is how it feels like. Don't say anything, fellas. I know that this video isn't positive. I'm trying to highlight how to play with this tank, and I can promise you that it makes me furious speaking about this vehicle. Just don't play. Just don't get it if you can get easily frustrated. I can tell you that much. Man, what a vehicle. And you know, I remember whenever this tank got first of all into the game, folks were looking into the stats and saying, "Oh my bananas, it is broken." And I play with the tank. I feel like, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is how I feel like. Anyways, keep this in mind that comment section down below is open. You can always say, what do you think about this tank? Do you agree with my take on this vehicle, or do you think I am being oversensitive? Just please share your opinions. What do you think about it? This game, we are third by the damage, we are fifth by the experience, and we got 94,000 profits. But if we are minusing all the bonuses that we have, we pretty much made 20,000 credits with a premium tank. Last but not least, we are playing on the Ensk region standard battle. Okay, let's see what we can do, shall we? I really want to punish the heavy tanks going into the city. That would be absolutely amazing, but once again, a lot of things are depending on how lucky are we going to be here. Everything is depending on how lucky are we going to be. No. We have magazine. Good. Now, our main mission of this battle is going to be to punish this Suka Pershing since he has made a mistake. Right? That's all we need to do for a full happiness. We are feeling okay. As you can see, we are just simply patiently waiting until we have another proper shot, and we are okay. Good. I think one more thing to highlight where this tank goes. I think that it thrives in the city maps. I don't think that this is the tank. I am talking from my experience. I don't really think that this is the tank which people should be thrilled on playing Prokurovka, Kempinovka, whatever else, where the distance between you and enemy is quite a big one. I don't think that folks should be thrilled to be playing that type of maps with this vehicle, just purely of how the gun feels like, okay? But that's only me. Okay, Mr. Suka Pershing, how are you doing? Okay. All we need to do, we need to make sure that we can eliminate him from the game, and yes, we can. Now, slowly but surely, we are moving back. We are going for one shot, and we are going for the... We are not even going for the other shot. We are feeling okay. Now let's see how we could get a bit more involved against the folks who are playing in the city. We need to definitely consider shooting one by one, because the DPM is just that awful. The DPM is just that awful. Let's see, that is beautiful one. Can we get another one? And 3 seconds between the shots feels kind of long as well. Maybe that's me being spoiled, mother trucker, but this is how it feels like to me. It feels like it is quite long. Meanwhile, the penetration, the huge numbers of the penetration is doing the job over there. This is exactly what we want to see. This is exactly what we want to see. Good, XM. This is very greedy by me, but I'm up to be greedy. That's okay. Can't complain. Keep this in mind that we have very slow DPM, and we are paying attention at what is happening around us. We are trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can get. Beautiful, very, very fine. I'm trying to keep the last shell in the magazine just in case, okay? I am trying to keep this shell as a security. Man, it is so annoying where the DPM goes of this tank. I just gave him free shot because I feel kind. I gave him free shot because I feel kind, okay? Mistake, good. He managed to penetrate us. I managed to bounce that shot, which is unfortunate. It is okay though. We are just simply waiting. As you can see, armor definitely doesn't feel great where this vehicle goes. I can promise you that. Armor doesn't feel great. Nevertheless, we are trying to do the things properly. Okay. We know that Sty is sitting right here. We are aware of that. We are okay. We can push in, hopefully. No, we can't. Whatever, I was just going in front to get extra shot. Man, this tank is making me crazy. And I'm trying. It's not like I am not trying to play with this vehicle. I truly do. I just feel like armor doesn't hold. I feel like the gun feels like the worst mother trucker ever, and it's just frustrating experience to play with this tank, with all honesty. I truly believe in that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it's just me being silly goose. Please, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below, but be polite with your words, you know. That is the most important thing, and for me it's just straight up depressing to play with this tank. It truly is. I can promise you that on my free-to-play account I would not even want to get this thing. I just simply wouldn't. Anyways, 3,400 damage, that's what we have. We are second by the damage, we are second by the experience, and we got 144,000 credits, but keep this in mind, if not all of those bonuses, right, we would be sitting with 35,000 credit income. 35,000 credit income if not all of those bonuses. Insanity. Anyways, we played 3 games. We did 2,900 damage, 400 assisting damage, and I feel like I need a therapy after playing with this tank. I hope that this video was helpful. I know that the tank can be better with bond equipment and whatnot, but once again, this is not the point of showcasing the tank with the bond equipment, and hopefully that makes sense. I hope you found this video useful. I hope that helped for you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.